Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our rally, which is to stop the persecution of Christians and many other people in many Muslim countries. One could mention quite easily what is happening in Syria and in Egypt and in Pakistan especially. And I would like to introduce our first speaker, Pastor Broden of the Dallas Fair Park Friendship Center. Pastor Broden has dedicated his life to the service of Jesus Christ, his church and his country, and he stands for the conservative constitutional principles on which America was founded, paramount among them being the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. He has earned 2 master's degrees, one in communications from the University of Michigan and one in biblical studies from the Dallas Theological Seminary. He founded the Fair Park Friendship Center in 1987 and has served the needs of countless citizens of Dallas. I therefore hand you over to Pastor Broden.
Yeah! Woo! All right!
Fellow patriots, it is the Fair Park Bible Fellowship Church that I represent here today, and as we come together to this place, we're coming acknowledging the fact that there is indeed a scourge that is taking place in the Muslim world that is targeted against Christians, and we're here today to bring attention to that. We are gathered here today to bring national attention to the Christian community, both Protestant and Catholic, of the systematic persecution of Christians in Muslim nations. Christians across the world, and most especially in Muslim nations, are being murdered, jailed, and intimidated by Islamic persecutors simply because they are Christians, believers in Jesus, the Messiah. Christian women are raped. Christian children are sold into slavery. Christian property is seized, and Christian churches are bombed and destroyed. Christians in America can no longer remain silent in the face of this violent annihilation of our brothers and sisters in Muslim world. Radical Islam is waging a genocidal war against Christians, resulting in the murder of millions of innocent followers of Jesus the Messiah. The world must know that this is a deliberate attempt to intimidate, harass, and eradicate Christianity. Our intention here today is to alert the Christian community here in America to demand of our political leaders to put pressure on these nations: Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq, Egypt, Libya, and Lebanon are all guilty of persecuting and intimidating the Christian community. All of these nations are receiving taxpayer funds from the United States, multi-billion dollars from you and I. Sharia law in these nations is used to target Christians and other religious groups in the worst kind of persecution. They're using blasphemy laws, and people are being jailed because they're being accused of blaspheming Islam. All one has to do is have someone say that they did, even though it may not be true. Those Christians are jailed, their properties are seized, their families are intimidated, their children are beaten, their women are raped, simply because someone accuses them of blaspheming Islam. It is outrageous that our State Department has endorsed Sharia law and have turned a blind eye on Christian persecution for political The official position of the State Department concerning these violent acts against Christians defies reason. They believe and have articulated that the violence that is perpetrated against Christians is because of inequities and poverty. That is insanity. These people are being brutalized because of their faith. No, John Kerry, this is a spiritual fatwa against Christianity. We must stop funding this persecution.
Amen.
And the church in America has been silent for too long. We will not be silent any longer.
Amen.
Stop funding now. Stop the funding now. Stop the funding now. Stop the funding now. Stop the funding now.
Stop. Amen.